let's read his passive. It's called Samsara. Shiva cycles between the states of bliss and destruction by dealing damage to enemy gods with attacks and abilities. Each state provides benefits to himself and allies, or hindrances to enemies. On switching between states, Shiva's non-ultimate ability cooldowns are reduced by 2 seconds. Okay, so the buff to allies is the HP 5 MP 5 buff, and the debuff is an HP 5/MP 5 debuff to enemies. So every time he deals damage to enemy gods with his abilities, I think it stacks. So let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, you can see the bar filling up on the right, which when full, it's going to provide that. I think it provides the aura. So now you can see that he switches states. Okay. So now let's read his first ability, Emblazoned Sweep. Shiva's trident is emblazoned with the fire of Agni as he spins it around, dealing damage, pulling in enemies and leaving behind a firewall at the edge. Bliss. Allies gain a movement speed buff on passing the firewall. Destruction. Enemies suffer a protection reduction debuff on passing. Okay, so let's see here. So enemies that pass through this are going to get debuffed with protections, and allies who pass through this will get a buff, a movement speed buff. That's pretty cool. So that is his first ability. Pretty simple. Can be a great zoning ability, you know, during team fights. Let's read his second ability, Damaro's Tempo. Shiva hits the butt of his trident down into the ground, shaking the Damaro drum and causing energy to dissipate and damage enemies. Depending on the selection, enemies in the chosen segment are knocked up as well. Bliss. Allies gain attack speed buff if the energy passes through them. Destruction. Enemies suffer an attack speed debuff if the energy passes through them. So it's the same kind of thing here. So you have, this is the Bliss form, and then let me see something here. The Bliss form, this is, wait. Okay, so when he's in destruction form, it's going to be orange. So see, it's still an orange because he's in destruction. Now when he's in bliss, as you can see on this passive meter, it should be blue. And there it is, it's blue, see? So when it's blue, he gives you attack speed buff. When it's orange destruction, it's a debuff, speed debuff. Alright, let's read his third ability, Pillar of Dawn. Shiva dashes into a pillar of fire where he meditates for a short duration, taking reduced damage and CC immune before being able to dash out again. Each dash deals damage to enemies, and as he meditates, the pillar emits an aura. Bliss. Allies in the aura gain a block stack, while Shiva gains up to 3 after leaving. Destruction. Enemies in the aura suffer constant damage. Okay, so this is his 3. And it's a teleport. Ooh, okay, so he takes reduced damage and he's CC immune. So, and during this time he stands still and then he can dash away after. And allies inside of it gain a block stack, and enemies in the aura suffer constant damage. So it's good for initiation or leaving. It's pretty cool. So he's got a knock up with his 2. Now, let's see. So this is... See, depending on what side of the passive meter you're on, destruction or bliss, the ability is going to change. So if I look at my 2, it's all orange. If I look at my 3, now let's read his ultimate. Shiva Tandava. Shiva performs his Tandava, channeling for the next 6 with CC immunity and 20% damage mitigation. Every 1.5 seconds, he performs a step that can be pre-selected. Step 1, ally healing and mana restore. Step 2, 50% damage and healing and also amplification of the next step, radius and effects. Step 3, damage and shield reduction to enemies. Okay, let's see what this does here. Boom. Okay, so you can choose now. Is 1. Okay, so you can choose between 3 steps. Step 1, ally healing and mana restore. Step 2, damage and healing and also implication of next step, radius and effects. Step 3, damage and shield reduction to enemies. So let's see here. I need to... Let's see. So here's his ult. You can 2, 1. You can see how the color changes. So depending on what you want to do, you can deal damage and shield reduction to enemies, healing and mana restore, damage and healing. So it's like if you do 2, it's a mixture of both. Damage and healing. It's pretty cool. So I feel like he's like Horus in a way, because he has a lot of utility. So let's see here. Let's fight a Ymir here. Oh, there he is. What the? Okay, what's up, Ymir? Oh, okay. Yeah, but I'm CCing you now. Boom. Yeah, that's right. Bam. Dashing to you, Ymir. Oh, you got a freeze? So I'm thinking the way you can build this guy is you can probably build him a mix of attack, speed, attack-based, and ability. Because look, he could really do well with attack, speed. Just depending. Kind of like Erlang Shen a little bit. Boom, boom, bam, bam. I feel like he would do really good with some attack speed. Bam, bam. The build I have here is just to have something in it, but it's not really... I'm not focusing on Bell, I'm focusing on how to play him. So if we look at the combo here, boom, we can knock him up, boom, we can put our flames, boom, boom, boom. We can ult here, and change our steps.
These guys are trash.
Vroom, 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 vroom. Interesting kit, I will say. with the one, the circle, and the ult.
They are getting bamboozled.
Well, guys, I hope you understood the basics of Shiva and how to play him. So yeah, go out there and enjoy him. Till next time, I'll catch you guys later. Take care, y'all.